No, they're not. Or are they? There's no one answer for this. So first, let's lay down a solid foundation to understand this. To do that, we need to ask, how do we know if something is halal or haram when it's not mentioned directly in the Quran or Sunnah? Scholars use four key sources: Quran, Sahih Hadith, Ijma, scholarly consensus, Qiyas, analogy based on the above. Now, video games aren't directly mentioned in the Quran or Hadith, so we use Qiyas to judge based on content, effects, and purpose. So let's apply that lens to gaming, because not all games are the same. Let's divide them. Neutral games, strategy, racing, football, puzzle, Minecraft type stuff. Harmless, problematic games, shooting, violence, gambling systems, flirtation, music, nudity, or magic. Addictive games, where it's not what's inside the game that's haram, it's what it does to you. In Islam, something becomes haram when it includes something clearly forbidden, like gambling, zina, or shirk, leads to haram, like music or vulgarity that corrupts the heart, or makes you neglect your duties to Allah, like salah, fasting, or family. So now let's put gaming under that light. Gaming by itself is not haram. It's like any other activity, neutral until it crosses a line. The Prophet didn't forbid recreation. He encouraged things that refresh the body and mind, like archery, horse riding, swimming. So if you're playing something harmless, taking breaks, praying on time, no issue. But if you start skipping salah, ignoring people, and your joy turns into obsession, then even something halal becomes harmful. Some games literally train you to sin. Think about games where you kill innocent people for missions, gamble with coins or spins, have to flirt, date, or do haram acts to level up. So if a game's whole design is built around sin, you're participating. The Quran says, and do not cooperate in sin and aggression. Games like GTA, The Sims, or certain RPGs literally normalize haram, zina, drinking, stealing, and reward you for it. You might say, it's just pixels, but your heart doesn't know the difference. Your brain records what it sees. Do something enough, even virtually, and it starts feeling normal. In-game purchases and gambling. Now this one's sneaky, because gaming companies make billions by adding random reward systems, loot boxes, spins, card packs, crates. You pay money. You hope for luck. You don't know what you'll get. That's gambling, maisir. One of the major haram things mentioned right next to alcohol in the Quran. O you who believe, intoxicants, gambling, idols, and divining arrows are an abomination of Shaitan's handiwork. Even scholars today have discussed that loot boxes fall under gambling. And they agreed. If real money and chance are involved, it's haram, the addiction trap. Let's be honest, gaming addiction is real. You sit down for one quick match, and suddenly Fajr becomes Dhuhr. A recent study by the World Health Organization listed gaming disorder as an actual mental health condition. One study found over 3% of gamers lose control over time management completely. Now, Islam didn't need WHO to tell us this. The Prophet already warned, there are two blessings most people lose, health and free time. And we waste both on a screen. You start missing salah. You stop feeling guilt, and that's when the game starts playing you. When you win in a game, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. It's the same chemical released when people take drugs. So no wonder games feel addictive. You start chasing that next win. And when real life feels boring, your brain says, go back to the game. That's why quitting feels like withdrawal. And slowly you don't enjoy salah, Quran, or even talking to people, because they don't give you that same instant rush. If you've ever played online, you already know the vibe. Trash talk, swearing, rage arrogance. You die once, and the mic explodes. But the Prophet ﷺ said, a believer is not one who curses, insults, or uses foul language. So if gaming makes you angry, prideful, or rude, then you're losing more than matches. You're losing your akhlaq. Now some people say, bro, it's just fun. Fun is fine. But fun isn't an excuse to forget your purpose. You'll also find YouTubers who openly admitted they got addicted, depressed, and numb. Because games replaced real life. Let's say you play for 2 hours daily. That's 60 hours a month, 720 hours a year. That's 30 full days. One whole month of your life gone into pixels. Now imagine if you gave half of that time to Quran, learning, your family, or just self-growth. That's what Allah means when He says, by time indeed mankind is in loss. Because time is your life. And games, they're the thief that steals it slowly, with your permission. Yes, games aren't haram automatically. But the way you play can make them haram for you. If you pray on time, avoid haram content, keep control, don't waste money on gambling type spins, then it's fine. You're relaxing, not rebelling. But if you're addicted, disobeying, or drowning in filth, then even a harmless game becomes poison. Games are like fire, useful when controlled, deadly when left wild. So next time someone says, bro, you're overthinking, it's just a game, tell them, no bro, life's a game too. And I'm not trying to lose the real one, because the real high score is Jannah.